Hello and welcome. I think we're finally close to getting underway. We have a couple linesmen on the ice setting up the nets here, so we should be getting going shortly. I'm Alex Doyle. Alongside me tonight is Chase Howell. Chase, this will be your first CU game if I'm not mistaken, right?
That is correct.
Watch a lot of DU hockey though, so we have some knowledge between the two of us.
I'm very excited for my first.
Chase, this is a Buffs team that has had their last 7 games have been on the road.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't won a single one of them. They've only lost 1 or 2 games at home all year. So what do you think this team needs to do to stop this Central Oklahoma team that has an overall record of 19-7?
I don't know much about Central Oklahoma, but they are the number 6 team in the nation. But I think they got to play like how they've been playing at home all year long. Because clearly they had a bad road trip, but that's all right because they're coming home, they're coming to where they're comfortable playing, and as long as things go well for them, it could work out. But we will see. Hopefully they don't ride that road trip into here.
And what do you think Central Oklahoma, I know you said you don't know a bunch about them, but, you know, being a hockey player, what do you think this road team, this Central Oklahoma team needs to do coming in here? New building or, you know, road game, new building. They've been hot all year. What do they need to do?
Well, they're going to have to get acclimated fast. They're coming to the higher altitude. They're playing in a new building. They probably played here last year because they were in the Western Collegiate Hockey League for a little while now. But they're going to have to get used to this arena real fast. They have another game tomorrow, right, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yeah, against CSU. They're up in Fort Collins tomorrow and Saturday, I believe.
All right, so we're going to find out real fast what kind of team Central Oklahoma is.
This is a Central Oklahoma team. Hasn't left their home rink much this year. 14-4 at home and only 5-3 on the road. So this will definitely be a big test for both teams here.
That's interesting. Even in college club hockey, there's still a home ice advantage. But it's not about the fans as much as it's just about being comfortable on your own ice, I guess.
Yeah, especially in a building like this where even on the big days we still don't have a lot of seating for a lot of fans, so we don't get a lot, but they're turning up here tonight. They're showing up, we're ready for some hockey. I know I'm ready for some hockey.
I am too. We had that, 45 minute delay?
Yeah, sorry about that delay. It was almost an hour.
Oh, wow, yeah. It looks like it helped with the fans, though. They started showing up recently. They weren't all here at 7 o'clock. So.
They were not. I checked the schedule. It said 9 o'clock, and then I texted my brother, and he said 7. And I think Twitter said 7. But I think everybody except the refs got the message that the game had been changed.
Yeah, I don't know if the refs are on Twitter or not. So.
Well, I think, it's also, I don't know. Regardless, doesn't matter. We're here. We got 2 refs on the ice now doing a brief 5-minute warm-up. Then we'll get going.
Yeah, I hope the goalies didn't get too cold. They had their, how long's their regular warm-up, 15?
20 minutes, I believe, and then they get an ice make of about 15, and then it's usually you come right in. So they've had an extra 45 minutes to just sit in that locker room. And, goalies are an otter bunch, and they like things to go the same way every single time. And that did not happen today. But Colin Champine's been solid for the Buffs between the pipes all season long. Especially for a guy his size. He's not the biggest guy, Chase, as you can see.
A lot like Tanner Gillette, the DU goaltender. They're both smaller goalies, but quick.
You got to get Champagne moving if you're Central Oklahoma. I don't know much about. I'm going to be honest. I didn't do my scouting report. I didn't even know there was a game tonight until this afternoon at about noon. So I didn't get a chance to do much scouting of this Central Oklahoma team other than look at their record, 19-7. That tells you just about all you really need to know in a game like this. 2 good teams. The Buffs have a record of 15-15. On the road, they are 6-12-0, but at home they're 9-3.
Quite the difference.
And 2 of those home losses came against Minot State, the #1 team in the country. So, and they were only 2-goal losses, so their last home games were definitely games that Coach Ballard and his squad can be happy about. Their last few road trips are another story, but you know, like we mentioned earlier, new building, familiar territory, back in the swing of things here. Don't have to drive 17 hours or however far for these games this weekend, so.
How long is the bus ride from Central Oklahoma?
I don't know. I've done a bunch of bus rides through that area doing drum and bugle before, and I want to say it's 14.
14, that's a pretty good trip.
It's a long one for sure.
That's why they're playing 3 games this weekend, I guess.
It's the only real way to, you know, make it worthwhile, I guess. They've stopped the clock, so I think we're, you know, still just waiting on the last couple referees. We have both the linesmen, and they haven't made any attempts to call this game off or anything. So this game is happening, despite what you may have seen or heard. So we can only hope that soon enough the last referee who walked in the door about 5 minutes ago will make his way out onto this ice and we can get this game underway, because I know I'm excited. Hope all you are too. Oh man.
Clock is still stopped, but they're still warming up, so I don't. They're just giving them a little bit.
Well, I think all the refs are here at this point. I think all 4 are here. We're just waiting on the last 2 to finish getting dressed. So I think that's what the last bit of this holdup is. But there was a breakdown in communication somewhere. I don't know who's at fault. If anyone is at fault, I don't know. Breakdown in communication somewhere along the line, but I think we're...
Just from being a ref for 3 years, those schedule usually you get scheduled 2 weeks prior to the game, and probably at that time it said 9 p.m. and that's what all the refs were thinking.
Well, considering I checked at 12:30 this afternoon and the game said it was at 9 o'clock, and I just happened to text my younger brother who's on the team and asked what time his game was to confirm, and he told me it was 2 hours earlier than I had planned, and I wasn't even remotely ready. So I definitely think that changing games on officials like this is unfair to them. I think most people in attendance here are happy, because I don't like calling 9 o'clock games. That's late by the time you're out of here. Now we get out a little earlier, but they've started the clock though again, so we're down to under 2 minutes here for this this warm-up. We should get going underway here soon, so I'm going to take this time to go through the starting lineups. For the Buffs, in goal is Colin Champagne. Matt Adams and Alex Temby are the starting defensemen. Chris Burkemper, Matt Anders, wow, too many Matts, and I can't read my handwriting, so I apologize. Matt Anders, Jake Bauer, and Chris Burkemper are the starting forwards for the Buffs. Central Oklahoma, Alex Henry in net, Tyler Minks and Spencer Paratalo, and then Gavin Hull, Brandon Formosa, and Donnie Danroth, are the starters for Central Oklahoma. Thanks everyone for sticking through that wait. I know it was unexpected and probably inconvenient, because it was inconvenient for us too. Thanks for sticking with us, all 35 of you. Sorry, Chase, I keep cutting you off, but
I just wanted to say I hope none of you guys were just sitting there watching the ice rink for an hour. But.
I know I wasn't. I was in the cycling studio across the way, cycling on a spin bike in my jeans with my cycling team teammates. They asked for a shout out, so I'm giving them one. Nick Bolin, Carl Seacrest, those are the only ones I know in there. We were sweating it out a little bit.
Got a little workout in before calling a hockey game?
Well, I got one in this afternoon, but I got another one in. Let me tell you, it was hard in jeans, man. Woo! Do not ride your bicycle in jeans. But we're getting ready for hockey, so enough cycling talk. It's time for some hockey. And I also hope, like Chase said, that you weren't just watching an empty ice rink. Hopefully you found something to occupy yourselves with.
Still just the two linesmen on the ice.
But
we haven't seen the orange stripes yet.
But we do have both teams starting to get lined up here. 20 minutes on the clock. I saw the door open and a head poke out, so I think the refs are getting close, excuse me. Should be getting close here to being fully prepared for this hockey game. Chase, all the DU games you've called, has this ever happened?
No, they usually make sure the refs show up on time there. Actually, the ref that was late, I recognized him as he was walking in. He is a linesman in the NCHC.
A lot of these refs are NCHC certified referees as well, so it's not surprising. I think it's, inconveniences a few more people at a Division I program than it does, at a club team. Linda Donnelly, you were watching the ice. I'm not going to say you're lame, because I don't know you, and that would just be rude.
Whatever floats your boat.
But, I guess what else are you going to do if you don't know how long a delay is going to be?
That's true. You don't want to miss any of the hockey.
You don't want to miss the hockey once it starts. So, Linda Donnelly, thank you. And everybody else, thank you for sticking with it. Referee's door is open. I saw a thumbs up from one of the ice rink employees, one of the students. So I think, that's a good sign that we'll be underway in the next couple minutes. Well, I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm ready for this game to start so we can just call a hockey game, let everything happen the way it's supposed to. They're in the building. They're in the locker room. I think they're just getting ready. Man, well, this is exciting. I don't know what's more exciting, Chase, this or watching paint dry.
It's a toss-up.
I've never watched paint dry, so I actually have no idea how boring that is, but I can only imagine. At least there's, things happening. People are sort of skating around a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Well, I saw the symbol, the thumbs up, but I haven't seen anybody come out since then.
Maybe that means skates were on. Now he's putting on the sweater.
I mean, I feel like this just might be me. I feel like if I was supposed to be at a game and then I was late, I would get dressed as quickly as I could. And maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know how much gear most of these guys are wearing. But
most of these refs are pretty well trained at getting dressed in under like 3 minutes.
I mean, yeah, I would think so. Maybe, I don't know. Some wardrobe malfunction. Who knows? Blend, I agree with you. Let's go already. I'm ready. You're probably tired of hearing the two of us just jabber on about
nothing really.
Whatever comes to my mind. I'm getting tired of it too. We got the Central Oklahoma goalie over here like swimming on the ice, and I heard a whistle. I think we're just going to get this game underway with 2 linesmen to start off. I think the linesmen got tired of waiting.
Yep.
I don't blame them. Looks like we're getting ready here. One ref has walked out, so we're going to have another brief delay. One of the orange stripes. Fans here getting a little unruly. One ref is here, so we got 1 referee, 2 linesmen. Let's get this game underway. Looks like here we go. We are about to drop the puck. Puck has dropped. Central Oklahoma on the face-off win. Comes up through the neutral zone, controlled by Adams. Across to Temby. Centering pass taken away in the neutral zone by Minks. Minks couldn't get the puck in the zone, still in the neutral zone. Now it's Bauer. Bauer over the blue line to Bergkemper. Bergkemper slap shot saved by Henry. Rebound controlled by Bergkemper. In the corner, up to the point to Temby. Temby puts it quickly back down. Matt Anders. Taken away by Central Oklahoma and dumped down the length of the ice. No call. It touched a player in the neutral zone. Temby with control. Temby's pass to Dice just off the mark, taken away by Central Oklahoma. Put right back down deep. Number 18, Weisbeck, first one to it. Now passes. The puck is up to Dice. Dice over the blue line. Gruber, shot just high. Had the goalie beat, just couldn't get it quite on the mark. Central Oklahoma coming the other way. It's Weisbeck. Up to Carter. Carter gets the puck up and out. Taken by Hendon and into the offensive zone of Central Oklahoma. Weisbeck across to Hull. Hull over the blue line. He puts a shot in on net. Gloved away by Henry, and he'll hold on for a face-off. Still only 1 referee.
A little bit of a slow start by both teams. You can expect that.
Yeah, but I would think after, you warm up, get ready, and then wait for 45 minutes, I would be slow. Another face-off. This one also won by Central Oklahoma. Controlled in their zone. Now taken away by Matt Hefter. Hefter couldn't quite get a shot off. That was tipped in front. Comes down the length of the ice for an icing call. That was number 44, Andrei Novikov, on the dump in. Didn't hit anybody. So it's an icing call. 18:08 remaining in this first period. Still scoreless. Couple shots on goal for the Buffs. None yet for Central Oklahoma. Face-off again, won by UCO. Up and over the neutral zone. Now it's Central Oklahoma shot. That was Landon Robin. His shot goes high. Taken by Kardash the other way. Up to Pilkington. Across to Hefter. Slap shot missed. Fanned on the shot. Central Oklahoma. It's Robin again. Puck up and out. Champagne out of his net to play the puck. Leaves it for Jablin. Jablin will skate it himself, get it up to Pilkington in the neutral zone, who backpedals. Up to Hefter. Hefter tips it down. Henry out of his net to play it. He plays it up the boards. Controlled now by Danroth. He sends it down the length of the ice, but Temby gets to it. Back up to Danroth. Back down deep behind the Colorado goal. Taken by Jablin. Now it's Danroth again. Keeps the puck in, but it's now squirts out. In the neutral zone it is. It comes. And then it's back down into the defensive zone of Colorado. Jablin again. Up to Matty. Matty had his pocket picked by Josh Wyatt. Wyatt puts the puck in. Champagne again out of his net to play it. Now it's to Salvato. Salvato, puck bounced off the stanchions between the glass there, took an odd bounce, but it's back to Salvato. Skates it through the neutral zone, over the blue line, and dumps the puck in for a change. controlled by Central Oklahoma. It's Burkemper off the bouncing puck. Gets a quick shot on. Henry didn't know where the puck was. Goes behind his net into the corner. Now it's Burkemper again. Bauer had his stick lifted by Hendon. Couldn't get his stick on the puck. LeBlanc battling with Bauer. Puck's free up to Adams at the point. Adams shot blocked before it made it to the net. Bauer shot, Anders shot. Both of those saved. Turned aside by Henry on the rebounds.
Some great forechecking by the Buffs right here. Getting them some sustained offensive zone time. A little bit more than we've seen so far in this game.
Puck does come out of the zone, but it's up to Bauer, and Bauer puts that stick on. Buffs in the middle of a change. UCO trying to take advantage of that. Shot goes high and wide. That shot taken by Novikov. I see the fourth ref. He's just waiting for a whistle to open up the door. Carter with it for the Buffs. His shot blocked before it reached the net by Philip Nygaard. Good shot block there. UCO, odd man rush. Now it's 3-on-3. Errant pass just off the mark was intended for Mafe. Mafe with it on his stick. Saved by Champagne. Rebound controlled by Gruber. Now Gruber gets tangled up with Robin. One of the two is going to go into the penalty box. I think it's going to be Gruber. Gruber got his hands up pretty high on Robin for no apparent reason. Robin took offense. So it's going to be Gruber. 2 minutes for elbowing as we finally have a full officiating crew on the ice here. Gruber in the box. 2 minutes for elbowing. This Buffs penalty kill has been pretty good this season. Face-off won by the Buffs. Javelin gets the puck on his stick, sends it down the length of the ice. Will kill about 10 seconds. Dan Roth for Central Oklahoma skates it from his own zone through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Drops the puck back to Formosa. Formosa on the point. Back to Danroth. Shot blocked by Kardash. Kardash rings it around the glass. Salvato loses his stick. Ref was going to call a hand pass. No, it's taken away by Danroth. Buffs killed a minute and 50 seconds, or excuse me, have killed 50 seconds. 1:10 remaining on the power play for Central Oklahoma. Over the blue line they come. Two players collide. That allows the Buffs to get the puck and send it down the length of the ice. Over 1 minute gone on the power play for Central Oklahoma. Rice over the blue line. Shot saved by Champagne. Rebound taken by Temby, but he's unable to get the puck out. Now the puck comes to him. He does get the puck out. Just briefly, as now it comes back across on the stick of Rice. Novikov with it on his stick. Pass to a teammate, back to Novikov. Saved by Champagne. Rebound just wide.
That was a great feed by Novikov there.
Another shot by Central Oklahoma. That goes wide. That shot taken by Wyatt. Now the puck comes out. 15 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Buffs. Novikov. 7 seconds remaining. Buffs will just about kill this as Hefter's forechecks. Colorado back to full strength is Central Oklahoma. That's Danroth again, takes that puck over the blue line and into the zone. Taken by Hull, now cross to Hefter. Hefter to Nitchin and then over to Weisbeck. Over the blue line come the Buffs. Pass from Pilkington just off the mark, but it takes another weird bounce. Now Pilkington can't get the shot off on the feed from Hefter. 2-on-0 opportunity. John Nitchin took a shot at Central Oklahoma player who was about to get off the ice as Nitchin was skating by. That was Danroth. Danroth up and off the ice. He will be okay. Kardash Cross to Mick Bruce. Over to Anders. Anders across the center line, dumps the puck in. Henry feeds it to Meyer. Up to Novikov. Novikov over the blue line to Robin. Robin shot saved by Champagne. He'll hold on for a whistle. 11:44 remaining in this first period. Still scoreless. Both teams have had, I think, two good opportunities to score, and both goalies have been phenomenal thus far.
Yeah, Central Oklahoma has gotten their opportunities by being fast through the neutral zone. Both of them were late feeds right at the blue line, and they went right into the zone.
Face-off won by the Buffs. Clearing attempt to get the puck out is not successful. Kardash will try again. This time gets it up to Bergkemper, and the puck does squirt free. It's Matt Anders. Anders' pass to Bauer just off the mark. That was intercepted, I believe, by Minks. Puck comes down the length of the ice. Kardash up to Anders. He'll try again. This time he's met in the neutral zone. Puck taken away. It's Minks. Novikov. Puck over the blue line, controlled by Central Oklahoma. That's Cunningham. Cunningham hit into the boards by Kardash. Gets the puck up to Anders. Bergkemper tries to skate around a man. Can't do it. Central Oklahoma now going to get a penalty, and Buffs are going to get their opportunity on the power play. This is going to be an interference call.
So we'll get to see both teams go on the power play in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Power play for the Buffs, they are 22.6%, which is respectable. And then the penalty kill for Central Oklahoma, 87%. They're both teams doing good jobs on their respective ends of the ice this season. Hull controls the face-off win, but out of the zone. Hull with it. Over the center line, he'll dump the puck down deep. Hefter. Got it to Nitchin, back to Hefter. Hefter up to Hull. Hull sends the puck down to Bradford. The penalty was on Cyril Meyer, 2 minutes for interference. Now Bradford from behind the net. Tried a centering pass to Nitchin, couldn't get it. Henry couldn't hold on, now it's to Hefter. Up to Hull. Hull, shot saved by Henry. Bradford got tied up with a man. Couldn't get to the puck. Now the puck is held on to by Henry as Bradford gets shoved down to the ice. Got a little close to the goalie. No penalties and none warranted. 1:16 remaining in the power play for the Buffs on the Meyer interference call. Chase, I think both penalties that we've seen so far have been deserved, but there hasn't been anything else that I think has gone uncalled that should have been called.
I agree. The late refs are doing a good job here so far.
Bergkemper to Temby. Temby down to Anders. Back up to Temby. Temby off his skate onto his stick. Now back down to Anders. Bauer centering pass to Bergkemper. Back to Bowers. Bergkemper gets hit behind the play. Cross to Matt Anders. Anders to Temby. Temby slap shot. Saved by Henry, and Central Oklahoma will send it down the length of the ice. 47 seconds remaining on the power play for the Buffs. Temby try to set things up. Drops it for Anders. Up to Bergkemper. Bergkemper across the blue line. Drops it for Bauer. Bauer shot scores!
What an absolute snipe there by Bauer. Top left corner.
Jake Bauer with 31 seconds remaining on the power play puts the Buffs up on top. Bauer, the leading scorer for this team, so can't say I'm surprised. He's leading this team in most aspects of the game. I think last I checked that was including penalty minutes too, so Bauer definitely someone the Buffs like to have on their team. Good goal scorer, and he puts his team up 1-0. Face-off won by the Buffs, but it's quickly taken away by Central Oklahoma. Quick shot by Mafe, turned aside by Champagne. Puck kept in at the blue line by LeBlanc. Puck squirts free Buffs able to get the puck out as Carter meets his man, Rhoda. Matt Adams from behind his net elects to pass to Carter. Carter with some space clears the zone up to Dice. Dice over the blue line shot. That's turned aside by Henry. Controlled by Central Oklahoma. Cross the center line and they will dump the puck down deep. Champagne out of his net to play the puck. 8:32 remaining in this first period. Matt Adams misplays the puck just briefly, gets it back. Now it's in the corner. Salvato off the boards, trying to hit Matty, couldn't do so. It's taken by Central Oklahoma. Shot saved by Champagne. Another shot, another save by Champagne as he holds on for a face-off. Matt Adams wrapped his man up and then took an elbow to the face.
Looks like the ref's going to take them both.
I looked originally like he was only going to take the one, but I think you're right. I think he also pointed to Adams. He is going to take both. But Adams is not. Now he is. They're at least taking one. They're taking both. They're both penalty boxes are open. So they're going to get Matt Adams for a hold, and I believe it might be Meyer again. No, this time it's Robin, I believe.
We're going to get some 4-on-4 off.
Or Formosa, I don't know. They just put Formosa's number up on the board, so we're going to go with Formosa. We'll listen in for the call to confirm. Well, 4-on-4 hockey, like Chase said. Matt Hefter off the faceoff, trying to get a breakaway. Doesn't quite have the speed as Cyril Meyer able to chase him down.
That's what the 4-on-4 will do. It'll open up the ice a little bit. You're going to see a little bit more action like breakaways and odd man rushes.
Formosa is the guilty party for Central Oklahoma. I keep wanting to say Palanchik, but it's Weisbeck. He just hasn't gotten his name played on the number yet. He took Elliott's jersey from last year. Weisbeck did. Central Oklahoma over the blue line into the zone. It's Hendon. Hendon off the glass. Weisbeck with control. It's back to Hendon. Now it's Weisbeck. Now Rice. Rice with space. He shot saved by Champagne. And Champagne got back up, and as he did so, his helmet came off. He will call the play dead. I don't know how Champagne made that save, because it looks like his back was to me. I could see his numbers, and he still somehow kept the puck out of the net. It might have hit the crossbar.
Great save by Champagne. UCO gets another opportunity by getting behind CU's D with their speed.
This UCO team very, very quick. The Buffs are fast too, but we have seen a few teams able to score on the Buffs this season just by out-skating them in terms of speed. Nick Bruce with control after the face-off win. UCO electing to get fresh legs. Bruce up to Kardash. Kardash over the blue line. His shot saved by Henry. That's a fairly easy save for Henry. He saw it the whole way. He'll hold on for a face-off. 6:57 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0. Sorry, I was looking at some of the comments. Not a very good multitasker, I'll admit it. Face-off won by the Buffs. Shot taken by Dice, saved by Henry. Rebound controlled by UCO. Briefly sent back down deep, but UCO with control. Across the blue line comes Mafe. He'll drop it for a teammate. I can't see a number. It's up to Pilkington. Now to Dice. Dice over the blue line. Can't quite get around Rhoda. Now Dice meets up with Danroth behind the play. No call. 4-on-4 has expired. Both teams back to full strength. Kardash wins the race to the puck. Yet neither team with possession now. Anders comes away with it. Up cross to Bauer. Bauer back to Burkemper. Burkemper just off the mark, so Burkemper had to skate for it. Anders. Shot blocked there by the Central Oklahoma defender. That was Durbanik. Shot scores! I was looking at a name on my roster and I missed the goal.
Jake Bauer in the slot.
Again?
Yep.
All right, Bauer with 2 goals. 5:44 remaining in this first period.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure that was Bauer. Burkemper was in the front.
Burkemper led the line on the last goal, too, so I don't know. We'll listen in for the call, get you confirmation. Chase believes it was Bauer.
Now I'm like 99% sure. So.
Well, I have no idea.
1% is because Burkemper led the line.
Face-off won by Central Oklahoma. Taken quickly in the neutral zone. It was Bauer. I was just listening for the call. Jake Bauer's second goal of the night. Jablin now to Anders. Anders crossed to Bauer. Dropped to Temby. Temby with some time as Anders and Henry collided and knocked the net off. Now Anders tied up by 4 Central Oklahoma players. I think Anders in the road trip got a game misconduct.
For fighting?
I don't know, but I wouldn't have been surprised. He's a big dude. Temby holding onto the stick of I don't see the number, but whoever it was, I think it might have been Robin, had his stick held by Temby. Robin was trying to get his stick free. Temby just took a shot from number 19 and took another shove. I think we're going to have multiple penalties. I don't know who's... Bauer's certainly going. I think Temby's going.
There's a Central Oklahoma.
Minx is getting tossed.
Yep, there it is.
He's getting kicked out. Temby is not going to the box, excuse me. It looks like it's just Bauer going to the box. Minx was kicked out. So if my math is correct, I believe we'll either have 4-on-4
for 2 minutes.
Or we'll have the Buffs with a power play, because I guess it depends on...
It should be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes.
I'm guessing
and then
it'll be
Buffs power play for
4-on-4.
3 minutes if they gave them a 5 in a game.
All right, we'll listen in. I don't know.
We're about to find out. We'll see what
There's only one player in the box, and that's Bauer. UCO has no one in the penalty box. Minx was kicked out. So I think UCO has to put someone in. I don't know, you ref, you'd probably know better than me, but I think
it should be a 5 in a game.
5 in a game?
UCO if he's actually tossed. And then 2 minutes for
so it looks like,
Burkemper.
5 in a game, so Bauer getting 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Minx got 5, and I believe a game misconduct, so has 5 minutes on the board for Central Oklahoma, 2 for the Buffs. So you're right, about 3 minutes of power play time after the 4-on-4. But since Minx was kicked out, it will have to be served by somebody else, obviously. No one in Central Oklahoma's on the Central Oklahoma team has gotten into the penalty box as of yet, but the door is open. And there is a penalty on the board. I think I just saw a ref hold up 4 fingers, so I believe it's going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes here. Doors still open for Central Oklahoma. Coaches just getting an explanation from the referees. Looks like it's going to be served by Daughtry. Jake Daughtry will serve the time. I'm guessing Bauer for roughing, and then what did Minx get? Just 5 in a game for roughing? Because that seems a little extreme for roughing.
Yeah, it could really be anything. We're about to find out.
Yeah, we'll listen in for the call, get confirmation for you for sure. It looks like we're going to have about 3 minutes of power play time for the Buffs coming up in 2 minutes. Face-off won by UCO, but now it's controlled by the Buffs in the zone. Shot taken by Hull, saved by Henry. Weisbeck in the neutral zone. It's Maddie over the blue line. Pass to Nitchin. Nitchin shot. Beautiful stick save by Henry. Hit that with the paddle of his stick. taken by Matty on the rebound. Skating with it is Matty. He loses it. Buff's going to get three pairs of fresh legs out there. Nitchin, last one to change. Now Adams forechecking. Nick Bruce for the Buffs. Face mask for Minx. 5 in a game for face mask.
I don't think face mask is a call in USA hockey, but it's usually head contact.
I don't know. My brother, when he was a squirt, got a body contact penalty because, I mean, he checked somebody.
Yeah.
In a league, you're not allowed to check, but it was still body contact. Anyway, face masking is the call on Minx, and I was distracted, so I believe it's going to be roughing for Bauer.
Yeah, it should be roughing. I was also distracted. We were talking about the face mask.
That's a football call. Anyway, we're back to hockey here. Face-off won by Central Oklahoma. Controlled by Central Oklahoma. That is number 20. Paratalo over the blue line. He loses it into the corner. Mick Bruce lines his man up and hits him hard. He gets right back up. That was Gavin Hull. Hull back up and with the puck. Now Adams battling along the boards. Now he's going to get a cross-checking penalty.
That's a gray area call in this league.
I was going to say that's a little questionable. He did have his two ends on his stick. The stick did contact the back.
But they let it play so often.
Yeah, it's one of those calls that you see it every once in a while, and it's question. I mean, legally speaking, I think it was a cross-check, but it is, again, one of those calls that just is let go so often. But even with that 2-minute penalty, so it'll be 4-on-3 in favor of Central Oklahoma for 24 seconds. Then Bauer will come out of the box. It'll be 4-on-4. And then Matt Adams will come out of the box, and the Buffs will still have about a minute or so of power play time. Face-off won and controlled by Central Oklahoma. Shot saved by Champagne, who holds on for a rebound. 9 seconds remaining in the Bauer penalty. 1:45 remaining in the Matt Adams penalty, and 3:09 still to serve for Daughtry on the Minx 5-minute major. So 4-on-3, that's a lot of open ice. 3:30 remaining in this first period. Buffs up 2-0. Face-off won by Central Oklahoma, and Anders gets the puck out with his skate, but comes right back in across the blue line. Does Maeve. Shot turned aside again by Champagne. He'll hold on for another face-off. 1:32 now remaining in Matt Adams' penalty. Still 2:56 remaining in Minx's penalty. 3:17 remaining in the first period. 4-on-4 again. Face-off won by Colorado. It's controlled by George Gruber. Gruber over the blue line to Dice. Dice shot saved by Henry. Rebound up for grabs. It's taken by Novikov. Novikov all alone. Skates. Stops, shoots, saved by Champagne. Off the glass to Kardash. Dice. Over the center line. Dumps the puck in. Henry out of his net to play the puck. Plays it around. It's taken by a teammate. Now it's still Central Oklahoma with control. Herndon. Thanks, Lisa Donnelly, for the correction on the pronunciation. I just can't read my own handwriting. Herndon. Taken by Champagne. Now he'll leave it for Ben Hull. Up to Burkemper. Now Weisbeck. Weisbeck with speed over the blue line as Bauer fell, tripped over the blue line. 25 seconds remaining in Matt Adams' penalty. And then he will come out of the box, and the Buffs will get 1:20 of the power play. Controlled by the Buffs. Now it's taken by Central Oklahoma. Shot by Weisbeck, turned aside by Henry. Rhoda over the blue line. Shot saved by Champagne. He holds on for a rebound, and Mick Bruce sends Rhoda into the post because he got a little close to Champagne.
There's been some pushing and shoving after every whistle here.
There has. 4 seconds remaining on the Matt Adams penalty. And then the Buffs with another, still 1:24 seconds power play time after Adams comes out of the box. 1:49 remaining in the first period.
UCO got another opportunity with speed through the neutral zone. That's how they're getting their offense right now.
Face-off won by UCO. Quick shot taken by Trevor LeBlanc. Glove saved by Champagne. 1 second now remaining on the Adams cross-checking penalty. Face-off won by Central Oklahoma. No one there to keep the puck in the zone. LeBlanc just off the mark a little bit as Adams comes out of the box. 1:14 still remaining on the Minks penalty. Buffs now with 5 players on the ice to UCO's 4. Back to a normal power play. Temby across to Burkemper. Burkemper over the center line. Now the blue line. Trying to hit Carter. Pass just off the mark. Now it's Bauer behind the net. Couldn't get control of it. Anders. Up to Temby. Temby fanned on the pass but got it over to Anders anyway. Bauer looking for a hat trick. Shot. Saved by Henry. I don't know the last time I saw a hat trick happen in the first period.
We almost got it.
We didn't.
He had some room in the top left corner where he scored his last 2 goals. He just missed a little bit and it hit his. It was a good save by Henry, though. I'll give him that. I will recognize good play for both teams because I like good plays. Temby, his shot just high and into the netting as we're just ticking past the 1 minute remaining mark. 59.3 seconds remaining in this first period. 38 seconds on the power play for the Buffs. Anders to take the face-off. He'll win it. Back to Temby. Temby will control on the blue line across to Burkemper. Burkemper, puck down deep to Carter. Carter behind the net to Bauer. Up to Anders. Now it's Temby. Temby, head fake. Still with it on his stick now. Burkemper. Up to Temby. Looked for a slap shot. Didn't have the room, so elected to just pass it into the corner to Carter. Bauer. 31 seconds in the first period still to go. 68, that's Matt Anders. As time will just about expire here. 3 seconds now, 2 on the power play. Carter, spin move around his man, but it leaves it for Burkemper. UCO back to full strength. Burkemper controls, spins to Anders. Anders shot, saved by Henry. Henry looks to the ref for the whistle to be blown. Ref let play go a little longer than was anticipated. He held on anyway. 8.7 seconds remaining in the first period. Buffs still leading this game 2-0. Couple beautiful goals by Jake Bauer. Nitchin tangled up on the face-off. That leaves it for Hefter to go get it. Unable to collect it as the puck now comes into the neutral zone. Time expires on the first period. 2-0 in favor of the Buffaloes. Chase, that was a good period. Yeah, that was very good
for both teams. I don't care if you're a Buffs fan or a Central Oklahoma fan. That was good hockey.
UCO definitely had a couple of very good opportunities on the odd man rush.
Again, it was all their speed. You mentioned that a couple times. They used their speed to get behind the Buffs defenders, and Champagne just solid shut the door on all of them. So if you're Coach Ballard for the Buffs, what are you telling your guys in the locker room?
Keep at it, I guess. They're up 2-0.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
They're going to have to slow UCO down in the neutral zone. I think that was pretty clear. But other than that, I would say just keep at it. They're getting a lot of pressure on the UCO goaltender. Maybe it creates some more traffic in front of the net. But
and if you're Coach McAllister for UCO, what are you telling your guys? Down 2-0. Not a bad period, though. I mean, I think you have to be happy with most of what you see during that period if you're Central Oklahoma. But as a coach, what are you saying to the guys?
Well, the one thing that they didn't do so well was breaking it out of their zone. CU had a pretty solid forecheck for most of the period there. So I would say that's probably number one, and try to get some more sustained time in their own offensive zone.
I think one other thing both coaches should mention, just because we did see the the altercation, I guess we can call it, with Minks and Bauer. Just stay level-headed. Mm-hmm. This Buffs team is much better this year than they were last year at doing that. Last year, a lot of the games I called, they did get into penalty trouble for silly retaliatory things. This year they've been much better. But I think both coaches go into the locker room, say what you said first and foremost, but I also think just last thing you say, just
don't
let the stupid stuff that the other team does, because both teams are doing it. It's both teams. It's not just one or the other. Just don't let it affect you, and keep level-headed. Let the refs do their job, which I think they've done a good job. Despite the delay, I think the refs have been.
By the way,
good.
In USA Hockey at least, face mask is not a penalty, but face wash is an automatic game misconduct.
So maybe they misspoke in the PA announcement box. I don't know. I'll look at point streak.
I'm not sure on WCHL rules, or what do they go by, ACHA rules?
I don't know. I'll go check the score sheet to see what it says in point streak. It's possible that it is, and we just don't know. We'll double check for all of you to see if it's face masking or face wash. That'll do it for us. I'm Alex Toy alongside Chase Howell. We'll be back in 12 minutes and 20-some seconds, so don't go anywhere. I will mute the mics so you don't have to listen to static unless somebody speaks up right now and tells me otherwise in the comment section. And then I will keep it running so you can hear Sweet Caroline going on right now. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes for period 2. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back for period number 2. During the intermission, I did go check on it. It was a face masking penalty, which is called as a hold in USA Hockey, but in ACHA it is a face mask, and it's a 5-minute major plus a 10-minute misconduct. So Minks will be able to play tomorrow night against Colorado Springs. If it had been a game, he would have been suspended for that one as well. So just a little clarification. It was face masking. It was 5 and 10. So no missed game tomorrow for Minks.
That makes sense though, because they don't want him to miss the game tomorrow. Probably. So in ACHA you can call just 5 and a 10 for it, but in USA Hockey it'd be an automatic 5 in a game.
It would be an automatic 5 in a game. Yes, in USA Hockey, no questions. So he will not miss tomorrow. So good news for Broncos fans, for all of you Broncos fans. Got to go up and play against Colorado State. Which actually, I'm going to go ahead and, check what's happening in the Oklahoma CSU game. Keep you guys up to date as much as I can with that one for anyone who is interested. If I can navigate CSU's site, I don't know much about their site, so this will be interesting. I'll look later because we're about to get underway here. Puck has dropped on period 2. Face-off won by Colorado, controlled by Matt Adams. Through the neutral zone, dumps the puck in. Jake Bauer with speed, unable to win the race though. Now Temby keeps the puck in. Anders lifts his opponent's stick. Bergkemper up to Bauer. Bauer shot. And I believe Henry made the stop. He did. Henry did not have a stick. And he still managed to make the save on Bauer as he was diving across the crease. Holds on for face-off. We'll have another one. Another face-off here. 19:37 remaining in the second period.
It's a good way to start the period. Some great puck movement by the Buffs to get that opportunity there.
Anders on the face-off again. This time he's tied up by his opponent. That allows Maeve to come in and take the puck away. Kept in by Bergkemper at the line, just briefly though, as it made its way back down deep off the stick of a Broncos forward. UCO trying to get some momentum, dump the puck down, no icing, Hull with control, goes off the ref's skate. 1 minute down on this second period, controlled by UCO in the offensive zone. Anders sends his man down to the ice. As Carter gets checks from behind, and the refs will call a, there was one whistle, I thought it was a hand pass, and then the other ref blew the whistle. Just a lot of whistles. I don't think there's going to be a penalty.
It looks like they're just calling a hand pass there.
That's what it looked like, yeah. No penalty. I think it was a hand pass was the original whistle, and then the other ref blew the whistle to let Coach Ballard know what the first whistle was for. Face-off won by the Buffs in their defensive zone. Kardash had it taken away. Quick shot saved by Champagne. Temby tries to ring it around the boards and gets the puck into the glass. Temby, one of two players on this Buff squad, the other being Matt Anders, making their way to Kazakhstan later this month to play in the World University Games for Team USA.
That'd be a fun trip. Kazakhstan.
Fun little tournament to Almaty, Kazakhstan, yeah. Face-off won by the Buffs. It's Hefter, tried to hit Pilkington. Pilkington couldn't get the puck on his stick, and as a result, play will go all the way down for an icing call on the Buffaloes. Yeah, that would be a fun trip, going to Kazakhstan. Not a place you think of when you think of hockey. But when I heard that, I did my research. Looks like a fun little place.
Yeah, I don't know much about Kazakhstan. It's always interesting.
Right on the coast.
Next to Russia, though, that's where you get the hockey connection, right?
Face-off won by the Buffs. Matt Hefter dives and is able to get the puck out. Pilkington will race with Paratalo to beat out the icing call. Then the puck comes down the other way, and no icing there either. Weisbeck has his stick broken. Now it's Hefter over the blue line. He's the only Buff. Now it's to Pilkington. Shot. Glove saved by Henry, but it bounced out. Puck comes the other way. Mick Bruce in the neutral zone. Stretch pass to Hefter was intercepted. Taken by Nygaard. Nygaard shot saved by Champagne. Loose in front. Now taken by Bruce. Puck gets out. Matt Hefter. UCO had to regroup to avoid icing. Hefter back to Gruber. Gruber shot saved by Henry. Seven 17:21 remaining in the second period. Still 0-0. We got to wait for a linesman to go collect the busted stick of Weisbeck before play resumes. Offensive zone faceoff for the Buffs. By my reckoning, faceoffs have been about 50-50. I don't have actual stats. That one won by the Broncos. Kept in by Kardash as he gets sent into the boards again. Puck comes to Kardash. This time he is unable to keep the puck out and sends it into the netting. Neutral zone faceoff as the puck was sent off the stick of Kardash in the neutral zone. Gruber to take this faceoff against Johnson. Gruber will win this one, but it's quickly taken away by Central Oklahoma. Through the neutral zone come the Broncos. Johnson to Daughtry. Puck goes behind Champagne's goal, but it's left for Dice as Dice gets slammed into the boards by Daughtry, and then Bruce gets slammed into the boards by Johnson. No call on either one. Both players with the puck, though, so nothing warranted. Controlled by Central Oklahoma, still deep in the Buffs zone. Carter ties Johnson up. Then Dice took a huge hit from number 19, Johnson. And then puck comes out. Controlled by Dice. Dice over the blue line, slap shot. Blocked by Central Oklahoma. Sent down the length of the ice for an icing call. Gruber and Meyer were behind the play. Meyer was on the ice, has snow on his jersey. No penalty. .16:08 remaining in the second period. After a brief little rush by Central Oklahoma, face-off won by the Buffs. Shot by Temby, made it all the way to Henry, but turned aside. Salvato in the corner on the rebound. Gets a quick shot, saved by Henry. Wraparound attempt by Maddie, couldn't go. Loose stick, looks to be the stick of the goaltender Henry. Now he drops it, picks his own up, drops the stick given to him by the defenseman. He picks his own up. Controlled by Central Oklahoma. They get out of their zone through the neutral zone, dump the puck down deep off the pad of Champagne and into the corner. Temby from behind his net up to Salvato. Salvato chips the puck off the boards. First one to it is LeBlanc. LeBlanc up to Danroth. Through the neutral zone comes Danroth. Shot saved by Champagne. He holds on for a faceoff. 15-12 still remaining in the second period. This period so far has been mostly Central Oklahoma. I think whatever Coach McAllister said has worked so far in terms of generating more offense than Colorado. Champagne has been on his game thus far and made every save.
I was going to say Champagne's playing very well. Did you get a shot count?
I did not. I forgot to look. I will look again, but I think Central Oklahoma, at least as of now, has more shots.
That's what it looks like, too.
Another shot, another save by Champagne. Bauer comes up the other way, looking to generate some offense for his team. He gets his pocket picked, then picks the pocket of his opponent. That was LeBlanc. Puck comes into the Buffs defensive zone. Central Oklahoma getting fresh legs, so it's Anders to Bauer. Bauer tried to hit Adams. Puck was bouncing, so it goes to Hull. Off the skate of a Central Oklahoma player right in front of the net. Champagne saw it and was able to make another save.
UCO is forcing a couple turnovers in CU's zone, and that's what's generating their chances right now.
Again, I think it's their speed as well, is what's generating those defensive zone turnovers for the Buffs and the offensive chances that Central Oklahoma has gotten. Face-off won by the Buffaloes. Rung around the boards by Bruce to Pilkington. Taken by Weisbeck. Back to Nitchin. Nitchin up to Hefter. Hefter gets the puck up to Pilkington. Has it go off his stick to wave to beat out the icing call. Henry sends the puck up and off the glass just low enough to avoid it hitting the netting. Nick Bruce.
Great play by Henry there. He had 3 CU guys on him and got it out. Got it on a UCO guy's stick. And they're back in CU zone.
Rhoda spins, turns, falls, gets back up, still with it on his stick. Now he elects to pass it. Now it's over to number 20, Paratalo. Taken out of the zone by the Buffs. Hefter to Nitchin. Back to Hefter. Shot saved by Henry. Henry saw all of that one, was able to make the acrobatic save across the crease. Buffs able to keep the puck in the zone. Dice in the corner. Battling with Durbanik, sorry.
You're fine. When you make that second pass on a 2-on-1, it's easy for the goalie to expect the second guy to shoot. And that's what helped him make the save there.
Henry again has to come out of his net to play a loose puck, and this time Dice was too close, so he had to freeze it. 12:59 remaining in the second period. That is a good point, Chase. You know, he tic-tac-toe play couple passes. If you're a goaltender, you're expecting Hefter to shoot it if he gets that puck back, which he did. Not a lot of open real estate to make another pass to get a shot off, so that makes the process of making the save slightly easier. Faceoff was won by the Broncos, comes down the length of the ice. With control behind the Buffalo's net, Kardash got his stick tied up in the skates of his opponent. That was a little soft spin dive. Kardash is going to go get a 2-minute tripping call. Little soft if you ask me. They've missed a few on both sides this period. Henry with some speed, though. I don't know if you saw that out of the corner of your eye. That's the fastest I've seen a goalie move in a long time.
I definitely did think that. Wow,
so not only is the rest of the team fast, their goaltender is fast to try to get the extra man on. So the Central Oklahoma Broncos with their second power play opportunity. Buffs have had 2, have been successful on one of them. This will be the second for the Broncos. Face-off controlled by Central Oklahoma. Down deep. Now up to the point. Fake shot by LeBlanc. Now he passes it to Formosa. Formosa shot saved by Champagne. The rebound is tipped up and into the netting. 12:08 remaining in the second period. So Kardash off for tripping. I was able to watch a little bit of that last play, and I amend my statement. It was a trip. He got his stick in the skates of his man and took him down. So it was a trip. When I saw it in real time, it looked a little questionable, but it was a good call. Kardash serves 2 for trippings. Face-off won by Central Oklahoma. It's back to LeBlanc. Again to Formosa. Another shot, another save by Champagne onto the stick of Tempe. Tempe dumps it down the length of the ice. No icing. 11:52 remaining in the second period. Broncos. Mafe over the blue line. Tries to get a shot. Couldn't do so, but it's back onto his stick and into the corner. Weisbeck cycles it across. Now it's up to the blue line. That's LeBlanc. A shot down deep. I didn't see the number. I believe it was Danroth. Saved by Champagne. 1 minute remaining in the Kardash tripping penalty. Champagne makes yet another save. Danroth looked a little upset. Thought he had a goal there, which most people probably would have. But Champagne just doing what he does and shutting the door on that one. Another face-off win on this power play by the Broncos. Controlled in the corner by Hole. Taken away by the Buffs and sent down the length of the ice. Henry out of his net, misplays the puck. No harm done as there were no forecheckers for the Buffs. Rice over the blue line and into the corner. His pass was into the skates of his teammate who couldn't get a shot off. That was Hull. Now it's into the corner on the stick of Jablin up to Gruber. Gruber gets the puck up and out. Henry again out of his net to play the puck. 17 seconds remaining in the Kardash penalty. Henry a long stretch pass off the stick of Hull, but not onto the stick, and Champagne has to make another save.
That was an impressive saucer pass.
Yeah. That almost made it down the length of the ice from the goalie's stick, which I can't do. And I'm a defenseman. Face-off again won by the Broncos. Another shot, another save by Champagne. In the corner now, it's behind the net to Jablin. Time expires. Colorado full strength. Kardash out of the box. Hull keeps the puck in. Buffs come the other way. It's Gruber. Gruber 1-on-2. Gets a shot. Just goes wide. Almost bounces to Dice off an awkward bounce. Now the Broncos come the other way. 2-on-2. Shot blocked by Tembe, but it took a bounce and forced Champagne to make a save. Danroth timed pass right to Pilkington's stick. Buffs 2 on 3. Nitchin comes in late. Gets the puck taken by Danroth, who gets it up and off the glass. Adams over to Hefter. Hefter across the blue line. Very soft whistle by the refs. It was offsides, but it was probably the weakest whistle I've heard in a while. If you're going to blow the whistle, blow the whistle. Offsides regardless, so neutral zone face-off here. 9:38 remaining in the second period. Linesmen telling Hefter and Mafe to keep their distance. Temby tried to get it to Hefter. It's onto the stick of Mafe. Mafe over the blue line. Shot goes wide. Controlled and kept in by Durbanik. Now into the corner. It's behind the net. Champagne has to come across the crease. Defender wraparound. Successfully does so. Now it's Nitchin. Off the stick of Mafe. Another broken stick for the Buffs, but Pilkington can get a partial breakaway if he hurries. Can't get it. Now it's up to Hefter. Hefter shot saved by Henry. Rebound controlled by the Broncos behind the net. Now it's Hefter. Pilkington shot turned aside by Henry. It looked like it bounced, glanced off his shoulder, goes into the corner. Nitchin up to Weisbeck. Weisbeck shot right into the glove of Henry. Buffs trying to generate as much offense as they could with Henry losing his stick on the save off the shot by Nitchin.
That's the most offense we've seen from the Buffs in this second period.
Yes, it is. Got a little momentum, it looks like, from the penalty kill. Henry did his part to keep this a 2-goal game. Face-off again won by UCO. Nice breakout through the neutral zone. Shot or pass from one player to another just off the mark. There was a wide open net that UCO couldn't capitalize on. It was just a mistimed pass. Controlled by Wyatt. Wyatt couldn't get a shot off. He was well defended by Maddie. Kept in by Wyatt. Now it's up to Rice. Turning shot saved by Champagne again. Still in the offensive zone for UCO, but now it's onto the stick of Hull. Hull off the long stretch pass off the stick of Maddie. And then Henry comes out, does a long stretch pass off the glass. 3-on-2 for the Broncos. Danroth, shot blocked by Jablin. Now it's to Anders in the corner. Anders is able to get the puck out as it bounced over the stick of the UCO defender. LeBlanc rings it around. Burkemper, the first one there. He has it taken away. It's for Mosa. Over the blue line come the Broncos. Danroth trying to be the first one there. Kardash gets to it first. Now it's Danroth. Matt Anders comes the other way. He has Burkemper. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Burkemper drops it to Bauer. Bauer's shot blocked there before it made it to Henry. I believe that was Danroth on the shot block. He's a little slow getting back to the bench.
It's a great play by Burkemper there to hit the trailer and Jake Bauer try and get an opportunity.
Mick Bruce tried to get a long pass to Bauer. He does, but Bauer couldn't do anything with it. Elects to let it go into the corner. UCO regroups, starts the breakout. Long stretch pass. Trying to get guys behind the Buffalo's defenders. Controlled now by Bruce. Bruce up to Gruber. Gruber over the blue line. Shot that's blocked by Paratalo. In the corner it goes. Kept in by Temby. Temby sends it down in the corner to Gruber. Back up to Temby. As Temby keeps the puck in, or almost kept the puck in, but put his man on the ice. Good defense there by Mick Bruce as there was almost a breakaway for UCO. Buffs able to get the puck up and out. Get fresh legs, both squads. No icing called. One linesman was going to do it, but I believe it was tipped. So dice for the Buffs up to Hefter. Hefter in the neutral zone. Right onto Nitchin's stick. Nitchin shot blocked there by number 17, Philip Nygaard. Stretch pass, offsides by the Broncos. They are livid. Their bench is not happy.
I don't know. I think the ref blew the whistle there, or it was another soft whistle by the linesman. Because the ref was definitely blowing the whistle.
Yes.
Late there.
And
I'm not sure if there was a soft
the
whistle.
face-off is coming all the way back down the length of the ice, so I think they're calling that intentional offsides. But I agree, it was definitely a soft whistle. I barely heard it. I heard the ref's whistle. And I think that's partly why they're so upset, because it was offsides, but I think they thought they got away with it, and then the ref blew the whistle.
The linesman's job is to sell it, and that's what he didn't do, and that's why they're mad.
I think that they have, if it was a soft whistle, I think they have every right to be upset. I'm not disagreeing with their sentiments. Faceoff was won by the Buffs. Now we have a little bit of talking between Nitchin, and I don't see the number. I don't know what happened. Linesmen doing their jobs to keep those two separated. Nitchin to take this face-off with Cunningham, I believe. And right before the puck was dropped, we had a whistle as there was encroachment from both wingers. So Hefter now to take this face-off against Cunningham. Hefter will win it forward to himself, but only briefly as goes off the stick of a couple Broncos. Puck comes out, but right back in as the Buffs regroup. Hefter puts his man into the boards. Now it's Nitchin. Hefter had his pocket picks, but it's Hull. Keeps the puck in. Henry, with a baseball-style play, actually looks more like cricket, but bats the puck out of the air with his paddle. Battle in the corner. Buffs come out with it. Now it's Nitchin to Pilkington. Pilkington gets dragged down. We also have a fight between Nitchin and I think Cunningham, and I think those were the two that were talking earlier. But they were in the corner with each other and decided that they were going to take each other down. So I'm guessing we're going to see some penalties for both teams here.
Yeah, it'll most likely be 4-on-4.
4-on-4, unless we have a similar situation to what happened in the first period. But these two have been jawing at each other for a couple plays here.
And they're still jawing.
And they're still jawing at each other. It's actually, it wasn't Cunningham. It was Robin. But both players escorted to the penalty boxes, so I don't think either one of them is getting kicked out. Robin's still trying to talk, and the ref just telling him to sit his butt down. Got to be careful when you're with refs like these. They don't look like they're going to take anything, let you get away with anything extra.
It's usually the better idea to just sit down in the penalty box.
That's what I always did. But I usually did something to deserve being in the penalty box. So as of right now, we only have 2 minutes on the board for Robin. Both players in the box, so either they're giving Robin an extra 2 or they're just slow to put up the Nitchin penalty. Temby's still getting all the details from the referees. I still don't see any time up on the board for Nitchin. So
CU currently has 5 guys out there.
So I think it'll be 5-on-4. They're going to get Robin for an extra 2. It looks like.
They still got some more figuring out to do.
I think now it's Coach McAllister wants a little explanation, or the scorekeepers table wants an extra little explanation. I wouldn't mind one myself. But they're just making sure they get the guys in the box who need to be in the box. So it looks like Robin's going to get an extra 2. Buffs are going to get another power play.
And that'll probably be for John at the ref.
That would be my guess. Burkemper off the face-off. Shot goes high.
Oh, so you got a separate hooking
I
penalty
think,
and then 2
I
roughs?
heard there's roughing for each guy, and then I think Robin got an extra hooking penalty.
That's what we'll go with. Yeah, that's what I heard.
So that's what we're going to go with. Again, I will confirm in the intermission for you. Bergkemper off the face-off win. Cross to Temby. Temby shot blocked by Henry. Goes up to Temby again. Another shot, another save. Now it's Anders. Anders' shot goes high. Bauer shot blocked there by Nygaard. Temby cross to Anders. Down to Bauer. Bauer cross to Temby. Down to Bergkemper. Bergkemper tries to get it to Temby. Can't do so. It was taken away by Herndon. Herndon getting a little offense going on the penalty kill. Gets a shot off, saved by Champagne. 4:23 remaining in the second period. 1:19 remaining in the man advantage for the Buffs. Face-off won by the Broncos. Dice puts it on his stick. Now gives it to Hull. Hull behind the net to Pilkington. Pilkington couldn't quite play it, but it goes back to Hull. Hull behind the net, waiting to regroup. Sends it up to Pilkington. Pilkington looks to get the breakout started, gets it up to Hefter. Hefter up to Dice. Dice over the blue line. Stops, still with it. Now it's up to Hull. Back to Dice quickly. Down to Pilkington in the corner. Cross to Hefter. Back across to Pilkington. Shot. Bradford in front. Couldn't get a stick on it. Hefter, good job keeping the puck in. Now it's Bradford. Taken away by the Broncos. Sent down the length of the ice. No icing as they are on the penalty kill. Champagne out of his net. Leaves it for Hull. Hull will set things up with 18 seconds remaining on the power play. No one to pass to, so he elects to skate. Brought down in the neutral zone, no call. Carter tried to bring it in. Gets stopped shortly after breaking the zone. 4 seconds on the man advantage.
The power play started out pretty well, but then I guess once they got PP2 out there, it slowed down and they weren't able to get it into UCO's zone.
UCO over the blue line as time expired. Quick shot by Mafe, saved by Champagne. 2:50 remaining in the second period. Scoreless in this period. Still 2-0 Buffs. I agree though, Chase. I think once Central Oklahoma had that offensive spurt there, sort of killed the Buffs power play. Face-off won by Anders. Bergkemper. It's tangled up with the referee. Dan Roth, quick pass to nobody. That allows the Buffs to get it. It's Anders over the blue line. Anders to Weisbeck. Weisbeck didn't have anyone to pass to. Tried to make a pass to Bergkemper, who was just behind the play. 2:27 remaining in the second period as Bergkemper almost had a huge check on his man. Anders shot blocked by Rhoda. Bergkemper touches up. There's going to be another penalty on the Buffaloes. It's going to be an interference call. Fans here are unhappy. Matt Anders is going to go. So this will be Central Oklahoma's third power play. Have been unable to convert so far. 2:15 remaining in the second period. 2 minutes on the board. Face-off won by the Broncos. Misplaced pass sends the puck down the length of the ice. Central Oklahoma regroups, sends it over the blue line. Herndon with it. Centering pass intercepted by Dice. Sends it down the length of the ice and technically will get a shot on goal. Central Oklahoma on the power play. Jablin for the Buffs with the puck. Cross to Bruce. Bruce sends it down the length of the ice for another shot. Salvato forechecking for the Buffaloes. It's brought across the blue line by Wyatt. Behind the net, intercepted by Bruce. Bruce clearing attempt off the glass and into the netting. 1:07 remaining on the Anders penalty. 1:22 remaining in the second period.
The refs are going to have a little discussion here about something.
I think it's about whether that was tipped or not. I don't believe it was, so I think it should be a face-off over Champine's glove side, as the last person to stick it touched was Bruce's, I believe.
That's what it looked like to me too. So, and to the refs clearly.
And that's where the face-off is. So that's the only guess I have for what the conference was about. Face-off won by the Buffs. Temby clearing attempt, gets it out. 58 seconds remaining on the Anders penalty. Temby cycles back, gets the puck on his stick, sends it down back the length of the ice. Henry out of his net, leaves it for LeBlanc. 1 minute remaining in the second period. LeBlanc gets the breakout going. Formosa gets the puck in, up to Temby. Puck bounces over a couple sticks and comes into the neutral zone. LeBlanc with it to Formosa, onto the stick of Adams. Adams dumps it down the length of the ice. Nitchin forechecking there, causes Henry to turn and spend a little more time on the power play, freezing the puck basically. 14 seconds remaining in the Anders penalty, 26 remaining in the second period. Through the neutral zone it goes, taken by Matt Hefter. Hefter sends it down the length of the ice. 5 seconds now, 4. Anders out of the box. Colorado back to full strength with 12 seconds to go in the second period. Central Oklahoma trying to get a long stretch pass.
That was CU's best penalty kill of the game. They didn't get barely any.
That was one of their best penalty kills of the entire season. But right as time expired, Hefter got a soft little shot off. Henry made a glove save and let it go to a teammate. So second period in the books. No score in that period. Still 2-0 Buffs. Chase, I don't know about you, but I think Central Oklahoma had the better period of the two teams in that period.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They don't have anything to show for it on the scoreboard, but they dominated with the scoring chances.
Yeah, that's a credit to Champaign, not a knock to their offense, because their offense was very good. Champaign.
The only chances CU really got was on the power play in that period.
And even then, it wasn't a lot of chances. So I think, what do you think Ballard's going to say this final intermission here? Keep his team.
They're going to have to slow down UCO and the defensive zone, and CU's defensive zone, because that was a little bit too much as compared to the first period.
I think they also have to watch out for those stretch passes, because UCO is getting behind the Colorado defense by making long stretch passes, getting players behind the defenders and making speed and odd man rushes. Now, what's Coach McAllister saying? He has to be happy with that period.
Yeah, he probably wants them to find the back of the net now. It's a great period, guys, but you didn't score.
I guess that's about all you can say about that period, because that was an excellent period for the Broncos. Good period for the Buffs. Luckily for them, they had that cushion, though, I think. So they go into this third period with a 2-goal lead, 2-0. That'll do it for us for this period. We'll take a quick break. 13 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the intermission. We'll be back in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back for period 3. I'm Alex Doyle. Alongside me tonight is Chase Howell. Shots on goal are 16 for Colorado and 22 for the Broncos. So not as many shots as we thought, Chase. I think there's been a lot of blocked shots and deflections and stuff.
22 is still a pretty good number.
Well, it's a good number, but I would have thought it was higher.
I just saw, speaking of 22, I just saw the Avs gave up 22 shots in the first period, and they had 3. So they got outshot 22-3 at the first period.
I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest. Opening faceoff won by the Broncos. Quick shot rings off the post. Bauer with control up to Temby. Temby over the blue line. He gets a shot that's blocked and saved by Henry up into the netting for a face-off. 17 seconds gone in the third period so far. Still 2-0 Buffs. We haven't seen a goal since partway through the first period. Face-off won by the Broncos. Puck gets up and out. It's Matt Adams. Off the glass to Burkemper. Burkemper unable to get the puck out. Soft shot saved by Champagne. Puck controlled by UCO in the corner. Rung around to Rhoda. Anders from behind the net tries to get the puck up, but a speedy forward, Danroth, kept the puck in for UCO. Buffs finally able to get the puck out of the zone, but it's right back in. Off the stick of Hull. Now Danroth. Now it's Dice. Dice across to Adams. Adams off the boards and taken in the neutral zone, controlled by the Broncos. Still with it in the neutral zone are the Broncos. As Carter knocks down Meyer, unable to get to the puck as Meyer had it underneath him. Now it's Dice. Dice shot saved by Henry. Rebound goes out to Meyer and up and off the glass and into the netting. So we'll have another face-off. This will be off the glove side of Henry after a nice pad save on a Luke Carter shot. Mitchin to take the face-off. We have little confusion on the Buffs part about who's supposed to be on the ice. We almost dropped the puck with 6 men for the Buffs. Pilkington wins the face-off. Hefter, quick shot, blocker saved by Henry. Rebound goes right back to Hefter. Nobody else knew where it was. Hefter drops it back to Nitchin. Nitchin taken down in the corner, but drops the puck to Hefter. Hefter from behind the net, cycles it down to Pilkington. Pilkington in the corner, now Hefter joins him, as does Nitchin. Centering pass, turned aside by the Broncos. Nitchin unable to get out of the zone, so the Buffs have to touch up and allow the Broncos to play the puck. In the neutral zone it goes. Kardash gets skated around by Mafe. Nitchin hooked up, no call on the play. Now Pilkington run into John Nitchin, up to Hefter. Hefter off the stick and sends the puck down deep. Taken the other way and iced by the Broncos. Late whistle by the linesman. Broncos tried to get a late change but couldn't do so, so they'll have to get those skaters back. 17:27 remaining in the third period. Still waiting on getting all the correct players out for the Broncos. Fake puck dropped by the linesman, now a real one. Face-off won by the Broncos. 2-on-2 for UCO. Quick shot saved by Champagne. That was a tough angle shot taken by Novikov. Also, Chase, I just got a text. Also in the Avs game, there was a 20-minute delay because there was broken glass that they just couldn't fix.
Oh, wow. Must be a fun game to watch.
We had a longer delay than that.
Uh-huh.
Nick Bruce from behind the net. Looking to get the breakout set up, sets it up, sends it up to Kardash. Kardash tied up. Gets the puck to Bradford. Held in by the Broncos. Now it comes out. Controlled by UCO in the neutral zone. Now it's Nick Bruce. Bruce, as Henry was out of his net to try to play it, fell over, but it was able to quickly get back up. 3-on-2 developing, now a 3-on-3. Jablin, solid defensively, able to get the puck away and skate it up. to Maddie. Over the blue line come the Buffs. Maddie tried to hit Javelin, couldn't do so. Puck in the corner. It's Bauer, up to Maddie. Shot, blocker / stick save by Henry, and again the stick comes out of his hands. He has his defenseman's stick, but he's able to make a stick save with it on a shot by Tempe. To the corner for Bauer. Up to Javelin. Javelin toe drag around a sliding defender. Shot, blocked before it made it to the net, and UCO will ice the puck. But it gives Henry enough time to return his teammate's stick and collect his own. Interesting little fact I learned watching the World Junior Tournament. You cannot slide your stick to a teammate. It's a penalty.
Yeah, it has to be handed.
I knew you couldn't like slide another player's stick from the other team. I just did not know that you could not slide your own teammate's stick back to him.
I was watching that game too. I remember that.
Face-off won by the Broncos. Get the puck down deep. Champlin out of his net. Up to Hull. Bergkemper in the neutral zone. Tried to hit Adams, couldn't do so, but it's taken back by Bergkemper. Held in by the Broncos. Shot saved by Champagne. I don't know if Champagne saw that, but he was in the right place to make the save. And hold on for a faceoff. 15:31 still remaining in the third period. Again, I think UCO is coming out of this intermission with a little more momentum and steam than the Buffs. Dice couldn't get the puck out. It's held in by the Broncos. Tipped by Rice, but tipped wide. Dice now in the neutral zone. Up to Carter. Now Dice. Shot saved by Henry. Bouncing puck, and he catches it again to hold on for his face-off. 15-12 still remaining in the third period. Scoreless since the first. 2-0 Buffaloes. Face-off again won by Central Oklahoma. They'll break it through the neutral zone and into the defensive zone. Danroth up to Hull. Hull shot saved by Champagne. Rebound controlled by the Buffs. It's Gruber to Dice. Dice 1-on-4. Gets the puck into the corner. Controlled now again by the Broncos in their defensive zone. Mitchin shot saved by Henry.
What an unbelievable glove save that was. Wow.
Nygaard fell over, which allowed Mitchin to get the puck, or Dice to get the puck, who had a centering pass to Mitchin, who was wide open, and Henry somehow made the save. That was incredible. Wow. He lost his stick again, but he got it back because of the whistle. But wow, that was a save. Face-off again, won by the Broncos. And they're going to get a penalty as Pilkington at the face-off circle was tripped before the puck was dropped. So the Buffs are now going to get their fourth opportunity on the power play. 14:39 remaining in the third period. Buffs are 1 for 3 on the power play, I believe, unless I miscounted, which is entirely possible. Face-off won by the Buffs. Bergkemper at the point. Bauer. Back up to Bergkemper. LeBlanc on the tripping call. Bergkemper keeps the puck in, down to Bauer in the corner. Cross to Anders, bounced over his stick. He couldn't get a stick on it. Now he does, and he sends it to Carter. Bauer, Bergkemper keeps the puck in, up to Tembe. With time and space, elects to pass to Anders. Anders with bodies in front of the net. Shot saved by Henry. Tembe keeps the puck in again. 1:23 remaining in the penalty. Tembe keeps the puck in, sends it to Bergkemper. Bergkemper tied up. Central Oklahoma will take it, dump it down like the ice, and get a change. Buffs will also get a change. Bauer to Tembe. Up to Pilkington. Pilkington across the blue line. Tried to hit Bradford, puts it into his chest. Bradford unable to get a stick on it. Ben Hull to Matt Hefter. Up to Pilkington. Now Hefter bounced off his stick, controlled by the Broncos. Herndon will try to get some offense going, and he'll cross-check Hull in the face. No call. Hefter couldn't get the puck up and out, so the puck comes back down deep. 28 seconds remaining in the LeBlanc penalty. More offense being generated on the penalty kill here by the Broncos, as Meyer gets the puck and then skates it through the neutral zone. Hull, 9 seconds remaining on the Buffs power play, up to Hefter. Cross to Nitchin. Nitchin over the center line, now the blue line. Now to Kardash, shot saved by Henry. It was almost put in by his own defenseman. And then Hefter got cross-checked into Henry, and Henry took a little dive. Buffs now going to get another penalty, this time for slashing. Henry's net was knocked loose as Hefter took the cross-check to the back and then ran into Henry. I don't think Henry was necessarily looking for a penalty, because there was not a lot that could have been done by Hefter. So Nitchin now get a 2-minute slashing penalty right after time expires on the Buffs power play. Broncos getting their 4th power play opportunity, scoreless so far. They will win the faceoff though. Danroth down into the corner to Robin. Back up to the point. Slap shot taken. Stick broken. That was LeBlanc. Took a slap shot, broke his stick. Didn't get as much on the shot as he wanted to. That allowed Champagne to make a save, hold on for a faceoff. 17 seconds gone in the power play for the Broncos.
Both teams on their last 2 opportunities on the power play didn't do so hot, so we'll see how this one goes.
Oh, face-off won by the Broncos, and as you say that, they score. Make this a 2-1 game. So both teams with a power play goal today.
UCO did some real nice work getting traffic to the net there on the power play, and that's what you got to do to beat Colin Champagne tonight. You got to get people in front of him so he can't see it. I think there was a nice tip there in front of the net, and that's how it went in.
There were a lot of bodies in front of Champagne as well, which is about the only way you're going to score on him. Either get him moving a lot or get bodies in front of him.
That's probably what UCO's coach told him at intermission to get more goals. You got to get bodies in front of the net.
Face-off was won by the Buffs. It's now controlled by Henry behind his net. Gavin Hull is the goal scorer for the Broncos on the power play. Little confusion as to where the puck was. It's in the neutral zone. Now it's in the defensive zone for the Buffs, but controlled by Colorado. Bauer couldn't get the puck out. It's Matt Adams. Pushes the puck through the neutral zone. Comes the other way. Champagne will elect to hold on as there was a streaking Taylor Herndon right in front of him. Couldn't really let the puck go safely. 11-10 remaining in the third period. This game got a whole lot more interesting. Not that it wasn't before, but now it's a 1-goal game. Face-off won by the Buffs on the tie-up by Bradford. Salvato over the blue line. Stops, waits. Passes it up to Bruce, whose shot is blocked before it reached the net. Broncos send the puck down the length of the ice for another icing call. 10:50 remaining in the third period, just about halfway through this one. 2-1 game. By my count, both teams are 1 for 4 on the power play, so 25%.
Right where they should be.
There have been more penalties than that, but a lot of 4-on-4 hockey today. Temby keeps the puck in, and he gets met by Dan Roth, but not before he gets a shot off. Broncos coming out of their zone, and a quick shot held onto by Champagne. Shot was taken by Nygaard. We'll have another defensive zone faceoff for the Buffs, who have been dominated in the faceoff circle the last 2 periods.
We talked a little bit at the end of the second period about CU being more disciplined, and the first penalty they take in the third period, UCO scores. So.
And another quick shot off the faceoff, saved by Champagne. And I think that was an unnecessary penalty by Nitchin. He was behind the guy a little bit, slashed his stick. I would have done the same thing, but I was also very slow. Nitchin's a little faster than me. Face-off again, won by the Broncos, but Hefter's able to get the puck up and out and into the neutral zone. Buffs dump the puck down deep. Henry out of his net to play it, leaves it for a teammate. Now Hefter gets run into. Open ice, nobody near him, no call. Coach Ballard is very upset. And the Broncos now have it in the neutral zone, but it's taken away by Pilkington. Jablin for the Buffs. Regroups. Soft pass, tried to get it out, but it's taken by Mafe, and Mafe gets a shot, saved by Champagne. A centering pass, taken by Durbanik. Shot saved by Champagne.
Great sprawling save by Champagne there.
Some of the players on the Buffs bench still mad about that no call on that interference, which was blatant. That's the most blatant missed call I've seen all game. I think it's really the only call that should have been called that wasn't. Most of the other things that they've let go have been reasonable. That one was just...
It's usually hard to miss a guy getting laid out at center ice.
Especially when there's a ref down in one zone and a ref in the other zone. There's kind of see the whole... I would have thought you could see the whole ice. Anyway, face-off won by the Buffs. They get the puck out and into the neutral zone. Wybeck had it, the puck taken away, 9:20 remaining in the third period. Kardash tries to get the puck up and out, can't do so, got the puck up, came right back down. Now it's Gruber off the skate of Dice to Carter. Henry out of his net, play it, cycles it around. Nobody will touch it, and it will go down the length of the ice for an icing call. 9 minutes even remaining in the third period. Henry thought he could get a teammate to touch it. Another defensive zone faceoff for the Broncos. Matt Anders to take it. He will lose it. Broncos will gain control in their defensive zone. Now it's Burkemper. Has it stripped away and taken from him. But in the neutral zone, it's taken by Kardash. Kardash gains the red line, sends the puck down high and deep. Henry out of his net again to play the puck. Bauer. Shoved to the corner. Anders will battle along the boards. Now to Burkemper to Bauer. Anders skates around a couple players. Now it's Burkemper, couldn't get a shot off. And then he's met by Rice.
Some great puck movement on the half board there.
Bauer. Up to Temby. Temby shot, hit Anders. Anders trying to screen, got in the way of that one. Temby keeps the puck in again. Sends it right into the body of a couple Broncos players, and then Bauer gets tripped. Puck stays in. Anders. He gets tripped now. Burkemper, Bauer. Tried to get to Anders, couldn't do so. Anders regroups, collects it. Now it's Matt Adams. Shot saved by Henry. Temby in the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Shot saved by Henry. Rebound. Another shot by Temby. That one goes wide. Salvato collects the rebound. Now Bradford in the corner. Bradford gets a hook there. Gets a shot off regardless, though, saved by Henry. Nick Bruce tried to keep the puck in, couldn't do so. Bounced off his hand over to Adams. Adams sends the puck deep. Henry out of his net again to play it. Sends it around again, this time held in by Bruce, but only briefly. Gavin Hull, the goal scorer, breaks the blue line. Passes. That shot taken by Herndon goes high. Herndon with it still. 6:55 remaining in the third period. Couple shot attempts there were blocked by Buffs defenders. There was a lot going on there. Sorry I was so silent. Wyatt sends the puck deep. Javelin will be the first one there. He'll collect it behind his net, regroup, recycle it around, and send the puck into the netting. Defensive zone faceoff for the Buffs with 6:30 remaining in the third period. 1 goal game. So Hull, the goal scorer, trying to get something else going. And unfortunately for him, the shot taken by his teammate just a little off the mark. Kept in by the Broncos. Now the Buffs get control. It's Hefter in the neutral zone. Softly dumps the puck in, leaves it for Pilkington. Pilkington will race with Rhoda, and they'll meet in the corner. Held in by Wycheck. Shot goes just wide. Pilkington lets it. He'll collect the rebound and send it in the corner for Hefter. Puck comes out. It's Hull. Sends the puck right back in. The Buffs regroup. Rhoda from behind his net. Leaves it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets the puck up and out, but it's sent right back in by Matt Hefter. Henry again out of his net. This time to Weisbeck. Buffs able to control the puck, keep it kept in by Hull. 5:30 remaining in the third period. Henry again out of his net to play it. This time he's met by Dice. Dice couldn't get the puck off of the stick of Henry, though. Now it's Carter in the corner. Cycles it back to Dice. Dice in the corner. Carter couldn't get a shot off, and now Dice is tied up by LeBlanc. Puck comes the other way. It's Novikov around the net, still with it, almost up to the blue line. Now he drops it back to a teammate. Now it's Carter. Carter gets the puck up and out, down deep. 4:51 remaining in the third period. Henry will play it again, up to Novikov. Novikov in the neutral zone, pass intercepted. Now it's Bergkemper. Bergkemper tried to spin around Novikov, couldn't do so. Both players up and okay. Puck kept in by Anders, only briefly as his stick sent the puck into the netting. 4:32 remaining in the third period. A lot more pressure being applied now by this Central Oklahoma squad.
Buffs are providing some pressure too, and both teams actually.
A lot more pressure by the Buffs since that goal, but this period's been, I still think, mostly dominated by UCO. Face-off won by the Broncos. Over the blue line they come. Buffs able to get the puck up and down the length of the ice. For an icing call, that was a very late icing whistle. Bowers not happy with the delay. It wasn't icing, it was just super late. .417 remain in this third period. Matt Anders to take the face-off. He wins it, but then gets slew-footed down. No call. Puck loose in front. Quick shot, saved by Champagne. He'll hold on. Formosa won the face-off against Anders. Formosa has had Anders' number in the circle tonight. 4:05 remain in this third period. Buffs getting fresh legs. It'll be Bradford to take the face-off against Danroth. Bradford will win this one up to Salvato. Played with a high stick, argues the Buffs bench. Play will resume. Danroth. Up to Paratalo. Paratalo keeps the puck in. Tried to hit Danroth, who fell. Had an open net if he could have gotten the puck on his stick. Now it's Salvato on a pass from Matty. Bradford. Tied up and sent hard into the corner. And then held there. Slow to get up. He'll say something to the referee as he skates by with his face mask unclipped from his helmet. Buffs defense doing good job right now. Danroth shot scores. Excuse me, that was not Danroth, that was Novikov.
Buffs were playing good defense there, but it wouldn't leave that UCO player's stick. I'm not sure who that was, but he just kept holding on to it and then finally found his teammate in front of the net.
Bradford is not happy because he was sent head first into the boards and then held there long enough that his snaps on his face mask came undone, and that went uncalled and allowed UCO to come down the length of the ice. I don't know if it was a penalty. I couldn't see enough. Face-off won by Central Oklahoma. Another shot, this time blocked by Hull. Goes up and into the netting. Tie game, 3:07 remaining in the third period. Nitchin to take the face-off against Herndon. Herndon will win it to Rice. Rice tried to hit Herndon behind the net, just off the mark, goes back to Rice. Pass attempt goes over the stick of the defender and out. That was Nygaard, couldn't control the puck and keep the puck in the zone. Puck controlled by the Broncos in their defensive zone. They'll break the puck up and out. Wyatt gains the neutral zone and puts the puck down deep. Bruce tried to hit Dice. Puck goes down the length of the ice, no icing. Kept in by UCO. Now Hull spins and falls. Gruber comes to his aid. Gruber ties the puck up along the boards. Kicks the puck up. Hull let Gruber take it back and then gets it up to Carter. It's taken in the neutral zone. Gained the red line by LeBlanc and slaps it down and into the corner. Hull. Cross ice to Gruber. Gruber held in by LeBlanc. Loose puck in the defensive zone of the Buffs, taken by Dice. Dice over the center line, now over the red line, or over the blue line, excuse me. Carter sent into the boards hard, no call there. You could see the numbers. Kept in by Kardash at the blue line. Sent down the length of the ice for another icing call. There have been a couple questionable hits by the Broncos lately that have gone uncalled. And the Broncos will elect to take a timeout. 1:21 remaining in the third period. Tie game. .121 remaining in this third period. Tie game. Broncos iced the puck and Coach McAllister took his timeout. Smart timeout to take. Tie game, you just iced the puck, can't get fresh legs, so take your timeout.
It does allow CU to drop a play off the faceoff here.
It does. But I think that line for the Broncos had been out there for quite a while, and so they iced the puck. It was close, though. It looks like it was going to hit Champagne and not be an icing call. Anders will win the faceoff, but only briefly, as it's now controlled by the Broncos. Taken by Bauer in the neutral zone. Couldn't get it on his stick. Kardash behind his own net. Stops, turns around. Puck up to Anders. Anders will play it to himself. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Henry again will elect to play the puck from out of his net. Anders now shot. Saved by Henry. Rebound. Saved by Henry. That was and Henry just literally dove and threw his helmet off way after the whistle.
Yeah, that was interesting.
The refs aren't going to let it. I don't think they're going to call anything because there was a ref right by the net. I don't think he's going to let him get away with that one. Henry trying to milk it for all he's worth. It was a good attempt.
Great feed by Jake Bauer to find Anders in the slot.
49.8 seconds remaining in this third period. This has been one of the most exciting games of the season, I have to say. Henry having to make some pad adjustments here. Tie game. Anders to take the face-off. Gets tied up, so he can't win this one. Broncos win it, send it down the length of the ice. It's a foot race. Adams can't win it, but he does his job well. Broncos player falls over, still down. Now it's on Anders' stick, cycles it back to Temby with 30 seconds remaining. Up to Bergkemper. Bergkemper to Anders. Anders off his skate, couldn't get it quite onto his stick. Now it's Bauer in the corner. Sends it back the other way. Bergkemper couldn't get to it. 16 seconds remaining as Broncos ice it down the length. Ice it again. 11 seconds flat remaining on this in this third period. About time for one, maybe two shots if the Buffs can win the face-off.
Probably the most important face-off of the game right here.
Certainly Nitchin's most important face-off.
They haven't won many of them in this game, but
they do win that one. Up to Hefter, and Hefter's pass just off the mark. Jablin has to regroup. Sends it down the length of the ice. No icing call. 3 seconds. As time will expire on the third period. 2-2.
Nitchin did a great job winning the face-off. They just couldn't keep it in the zone.
Yeah, Hefter's pass just a little too high for Jablin to keep control of. We're getting some free hockey.
I love free hockey.
Free hockey's the best. It's great. So after a long wait to get the game started, we'll have to wait even longer to get this game ended. But that's okay. It's been a good one. 2-2. 2 goals scored by the Buffs in the first period, no goals scored in the second, and then 2 goals scored by the Broncos in the third period. So we'll have a quick 1 minute intermission here, followed by 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, I believe, and if it's still tied, go to a shootout. Both teams have played games that have gone to overtime. Central Oklahoma's played 2 and they've won both. And Colorado has won its only overtime game. So we still need a little extra time to decide this one here. 5 minutes on the clock. 4 players per side. Looks like it's going to be Anders, Bauer, Adams, and Temby for the Buffs. And then for the Broncos, it's going to be Rhoda, Robin, Mafe, and I will get you the last number as soon as I can see it. I believe it's LeBlanc. Face-off won by the Broncos. Mafe breaks into the zone without the puck on his stick, so it's taken by Temby. Back up to Adams, back to Temby. Up to Bauer. Gains the center line. Gets a pass to Adams. Or to Anders, excuse me. Now to Temby. Keeps the puck in. Shot blocked before it made it to the net. Bauer brought down. Couldn't get a pass to Anders. Adams keeps the puck in. Now Mafe trying to get the puck out. He does. Adams, first one there. Cross ice to Temby. Cross ice again to Bauer. Bauer unable to play it, as now it's played by Danroth, who doesn't have a stick, so he has to kick it around like a soccer ball.
Bauer was unable to get the puck there, but at least he got his opponent's stick.
Carter in the corner. He gets tied up, loses the puck, but gets it right back. Still in the corner is the puck. Finally it comes free on the stick of number 20. Paratalo, excuse me, he was on a different part of my roster. Rice over the blue line, met by Hull. Hull well defends him, and now it's Nitchin. Over the center line, now over the blue line, shot, saved by Henry, rebound by Hefter, another save by Henry. And the Broncos send it down the length of the ice for icing again.
Nitchin with a great play there to get it on the far pad so that his teammate could have a chance at the rebound at least.
That was a good series of saves by Henry. I think the best he's had to make in a little while, at least the best series. He's made some really good individual saves in the last couple periods.
It's hard to make that second save.
It looks like we're going to have a... Nope, never mind. I don't know what's... They're sending Robin off the ice. He was going to the penalty box. Now they're sending him off the ice. I didn't see anything. And it's 4-on-4 still. So no penalties. I just don't know what's happening. Face-off won and controlled by the Buffs. Behind the net is Nitchin. Robin got a 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike. That's why he was sent off the ice. Anders from Hefter, back to Hefter. Toe drag, loses the puck. 2:48 remaining in the overtime period. Shot by Bruce, just high and wide. Kept in by Kardash to Anders. Kardash, shot saved by Henry. That goes off the glass. Bauer, shot, another save by Henry. 2:30 remaining in overtime, halfway through. Sent down the length of the ice, this time off the stick of Herndon. No icing. Temby. Cross to Kardash. Kardash gets the puck into this over the center ice. Bauer to Anders. Tried to hit Kardash just off the mark. Taken by Bauer. Now it's Anders. Anders tried to backhand pass to Temby. Again, just off the mark. Now Broncos come the other way. Couldn't get a shot off. Was Hull. Held in by Paratalo. Shot goes wide. Now it's Bauer. Bauer softly up and out. Not enough speed to make it down the length of the ice, so it'll be controlled by the Broncos. Pilkington in the neutral zone. Puck goes down deep into the Buff zone. It's Hull, be the first one there. Cross to Adams. 1:31 remaining in overtime. Up to Pilkington. Pilkington over the blue line to Gruber. As Henry gets run into by Pilkington, but Pilkington's going to get tossed. Pilkington didn't really have much choice. He was... Actually, I don't know. I think they're calling... Looks like they're calling Central Oklahoma. Pilkington didn't have anywhere to go but into the goaltender. Henry up and skating a little bit. So I think he will be okay. So the Buffs are going to come out of this with a power play. 1:24 remaining in overtime. Good non-call there on Pilkington.
Yeah, that was a great call by the referee. Saw it the whole way.
And now looks like Coach Ballard will elect to take his timeout. Try to draw up a play here. Henry still looking okay. Just having a little discussion with the linesmen and the referees. It did look quite painful for Henry, though. I think his neck or the top of his back, possibly his head, hit the crossbar.
Yeah, he's felt some body contact quite a few times in this game. Taking a few shots.
There are no indications that he's getting taken out of the game due to injury. Might be a little sore tomorrow, though, when he wakes up, but looks to be okay. I don't think he necessarily wanted a penalty called on Pilkington because he probably had the best vantage point of the whole thing. But it is good to see that he is on his feet. Does have his helmet off, but he's had it on. Henry's been outstanding, I have to say. Face off, one forward by the Broncos. No one is there to keep it in for the Buffs. Temby will be the first one there. 4-on-3 hockey. Temby to Bauer. Bauer over the blue line. Penalty is hooking. Bauer behind the net. Leaves it for Anders. Now Anders misplays it. Now the net just looks like it came off its moorings. It did not. Matt Anders gets run into there by Bronco player. I didn't see a number now. It's Temby. Bergkemper calling for it. Temby elects to pass to Bauer. Didn't make it. Now it's back to Temby. Bauer in the corner. Bergkemper. Shot. Saved by Henry. Rebound covered up by Henry. Now Henry's going after Temby. Temby was just standing there. There's a lot of anger in this Broncos team right now. Henry was immediately just jumped up, grabbed Temby, and tried to drag him down. Refs aren't going to let him get away with it. I don't know if they're going to call anybody for anything. Emotions are running high. I didn't see Temby do anything. All I saw was he was just, close to the net when the whistle was blown.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, but there's got to be something that set Henry off unless it was what happened a minute ago.
It might have been what happened earlier, and he was just taking it out on the closest person on the other team to him. Still is 4-on-3. Coach McAllister asking for an explanation. He was livid. There was a lot of yelling from the Bronco bench.
That was a great play by Jake Bauer to wait and draw all the UCO defensemen towards him.
And try to,
open up Bergkemper for a shot. He knew Bergkemper was there the whole time. He was just waiting for him to get wide open.
Neutral zone face-off, one forward by Anders, but it's taken by the Broncos. Sent down the length of the ice. Champagne has it bounce over his stick. He'll get back in the net. Anders, 21 seconds remaining in overtime. Up to Bergkemper. Drop back to Anders. Just onside. Now Temby. Shot, that's blocked before it reaches Henry. Now it's centering pass to Anders just off the mark. 7 seconds remaining. Shot blocked by Temby with 2.1 seconds to go in overtime as the puck went into the netting. Looks like we're going to get even more free hockey here. Not a whole lot of time to do anything. 2.1 seconds.
Yeah, they might be able to get one shot off if they win the face-off perfectly, but it's hard to get anything done in 2 seconds.
Especially if you only have 3 players on the ice. Face-off won by Anders, and that will kill this game. We'll go to a shootout. Still 2-2 after overtime. First shootout of the year for the Buffs. And for the Broncos, I believe. Neither team has played in a shootout this year. I don't remember if it's 5 or 3 round shootout. I believe it's a 3 round shootout. I believe it's 3 rounds. but I haven't watched a shootout this year, so I could be mistaken.
I was here for one of the shootouts last year, but I don't remember.
I was too. I called to get the shootout last year, but I don't remember either. I want to say it's 3. Unless it's still tied after 3, in which case, keep going until we got a winner. Because of that broken glass in the Avs game, they had to play a 29-minute, 48-second third period. That's a long period.
Yeah. Wow. Smart though, because then they don't have 3 intermissions, I guess.
3-round shootout. UCO goes first. First shot was taken by Nygaard, saved by Champagne. Sorry, I was trying to read my roster at the same time. I can't do that. So I'll just wait. Pierce Matty will be the first shooter for the Buffalo. Sorry, Chase.
Right. Nygaard tried to get Champagne on the ground with the punt fake, but couldn't do it.
Matty, first shooter for the Buffs. Fakes, and another great save by Henry. Matty had him beat, but he did not give up. Henry able to turn around and make a good, solid stick save. Matty had him down, though.
The UCO players are going with the little rally cap on their bench. They all got their helmets on backwards.
Next shooter will be Novikov. Comes in slow on Champagne. Shot goes wide.
Tried to get him with the quick low blocker shot there. Just couldn't find the net.
And Bauer will be the second shooter for the Buffs. Bauer comes in. Shoots and scores! Just like Troy Terry, he went 5-hole.
The Troy Terry 5-hole move.
I mean, hey, if it works for Troy Terry 4 times in 2 games, you might as well try it. One last save for Champagne. Needs to be made on Herndon. Herndon needs to score to keep his team's chances alive. Shot saved by Champagne. Buffs win 3-2 after a shootout in what is arguably the most exciting game of the season for this Buff squad, and the one that I think of all their wins they can learn the most from, because it was fight to the end.
Yeah, they definitely needed it after losing 7 games on the road.
And
should give them quite the boost.
Central Oklahoma came to town ready to show why they are, what'd you say, number 6?
Number 6, I believe.
Why they're number 6, which I think they deserve after watching this game. Very valiant effort. Didn't give up. Down 2-0 coming into the third period. Tied the game up, send it to overtime. 1 goal in the shootout. That's about as close a game as you can get. 1 goal total separating everything, including the 1 goal in the shootout. Central Oklahoma heads up to Fort Collins tomorrow and Saturday, I believe, to face off against Colorado State, who played Oklahoma. And looks like the Oklahoma-Colorado State game has gone final. I'll get a score for you. Oklahoma comes down here to Boulder tomorrow. Final of that game between CSU and Oklahoma was 2-1 in favor of Colorado State. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Alex Doyle. Alongside me tonight was Chase Howell. I have to work tomorrow, so I will not be calling the game, but I will have Jake and I believe Chase.
Yep, I'll be here.
I'll be back on Saturday, though. So please be sure to tune in tomorrow to watch the Sooners come to town. If you're joining us from Oklahoma, thanks for watching. If you're joining us from Boulder, also thanks for watching. Hope to see you at some of the games later. Now you can put some faces to names. I'm Alex, that's Chase. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for watching.